I think what we have been through, that for some people they would be like, what kind of trauma are you talking about? You went from living in a huge house in Congo to living in a huge house in France. And what? You had to sell one house? It's not suffering. I understand that point of view. But from the point of view of the person who's living it, you cannot go back to your country.
You cannot go back.
And I remember when I was trying to get the French nationality, and they would tell me, yo, we need acte de naissance, birth certificate.
Birth certificate.
I asked my mom, and she gave me the birth certificate. And then they tell me, yeah, but we need one that has the cachet from the embassy in Congo that is less than 6 months, and it has to be, there has to be a thing from the judge out there in Congo that says that he's an original, plus from the French embassy in Congo that says it's an original.
Certified copy.
And I cannot go back to Congo because there's war, and I mean, my name right now is not welcome out there. So I mean, I might go and it might be fine, but I might arrive at the airport and be taken away and put in jail or whatever, or being used as for ransom and whatever. So I cannot go back. So the person at the French prefecture tells me, so okay, so in this case you need a political asylum seeker form
Status.
and to have this status. So you are political. I'm like, no, I've been here. I'm a French resident. I have the residency. I'm fine. I'm not seeking asylum or whatever. I just been here for 20 years, and now I want to become French because it makes sense. First of all, I've been here. I live here, and I'm tired of traveling every week. And when we all arrive at the airport, everybody is already picking their baggage, and I'm here doing
Immigration.
the long immigration queue, when everybody's just like, and they were like, oh, okay, so you're not an asylum, you're not a political refugee. I'm like, no. Okay, so in this case, we need a birth certificate with proof of, and I'm like, hi, Victor. And I'm like, yeah, but I cannot go back there. And there's a war out there. And I cannot go. Say, yeah, but we need a birth certificate. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, I cannot really go there. Okay, in this case, you are a political refugee. I'm not. We just left. Yeah, in this case, I need a birth certificate. And you know what? I abandoned the whole thing until the war got over, and my parents went back to Congo, also took back some of their power, and yeah, then my mom told me, hey, listen, that's when I did my first show. And when I did the show at Grand Hotel, yeah, I stayed another week, and I said, hey, listen, Mom, I need birth certificate, this, that, whatever. And then I could finally start my French nationality stuff.
What a story.
Listen, stories, I got stories forever. What about, so between 91 and, so those 10 years, did you spend the war in Congo?
Not really, because 1991, that was the first pillage, and we survived. And that one, I was home. September 91, I was home. And then the second pillage, which was on, it was January or February 1993. I was downtown in Gombe, Kinshasa.
So where did you live, first of all?
When did I leave Congo?
No, where did you live? Streets? Where?
Oh, now I was living in Binza Ozone. For those who know beings I was on the Route de Matadi, right on
Okay,
the main
so
street. Yes.
okay, so because I remember going to your house all the time. It was not far.
Yeah. 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 So it was that right there, a couple meters from. A couple less less than a less than 2 kilometers from where Reflex was.
Oh, okay. So you
So it
were
was
like,
really close. Yes, it
like,
was really close.
hey,
Please.
the owner is my
And
auntie. Okay, I see,
yeah,
young Joel.
yeah. Now, and then to go back to Reflex on that morning, on that Monday morning, we. I got a. I was still in bed, and then I heard gunshot and all that. People come and say they're breaking into Reflex. That was the first thing we kind of run. We went there, tried to, calm the people, the soldiers, but then some of them were already inside. At that time, one of the bouncers, he was living close by. He started moving stuff like equipment, music
Hmm.
equipment, the disc and all that. He moved them to his place. It was like
Okay.
not even like 200 meter. And then later on, we were able, and I was part of the people, we were able to drive all those cities, whatever we were able to get,
Yeah.
we drive them back to your home.
Okay.
Yes. And that was the day that the end, and then we knew Reflex was no longer. And 1993, the second pillage, I was downtown Kinshasa, and then I slept at a friend's house. The next morning, I went to, I don't know how I got there. I got to Grand Hotel. Back then, it was Hotel Intercontinental.
Yep.
Tantine Agnès was there,
Nice pool
and I
man.
say, "Oh
Rest in peace,
yes."
Tantine. Yes.
And then I'm like, Tantine, I cannot go home because the road and all. He said, "Okay, no problem. We'll see what we can do." And they found me a room, you know, in the old section of the hotel. It
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
kind of empty. I got a room there, and I stayed there for what, 2 or 3 days, and we were doing nothing most of the time, playing, Scrabble, and with all the people there, and
Yeah.
it was that until then 1997. That's when um my uncle, my mom, younger brother, decided to say, okay, guys, things are not looking good. You better get out. And because at that time my mom was here in Canada, they say,
Hmm.
okay, you better go and be with your mom, because then you can start your life over and move up. And that's how we traveled. So I arrived in Canada on February 1997. And since then, never gone back, never went back.
Since '97, you've
Yeah,
never been to Congo? You mean your kids don't even know Congo?
nope, no, unfortunately.
What about your wife? When did she arrive?
2003,
And she never went back as well.
nope. I mean, she was supposed to go back for vacation last year, and then the
Hmm.
COVID hit, and then you know,
Yeah, I
it
remember
was
when she
again
was
to
saying
take,
that. It was
yes, and it was supposed to be this year, and then again things like, and then she's like, no, because last year they were supposed to go with all the kids, all three of them.
wow.
Yes.
So, when I got out the plane and I landed in Kinshasa for the first time. I think it was probably 2004 or 2002. I don't remember. So I spent around 10 years without coming. I remember going out of the plane and kneeling and kissing the ground.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember, like, it was really like a special moment for me because
Mm-hmm.
I was home.
Mm-hmm.
It has this. It's special to be there.
It's
I
special.
mean,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I feel for you because, like, I know your brother is out there living his best life,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro, you have to go back. Like, just it's it's this thing where I remember having this feeling of, okay, I'm done. Like, this is past life, and I will never go back. And I'm done, and I'm fine, and I don't need it, and whatever. And then, yeah, when I had my first show, and they were telling me, "Yo, Kinshasa," I was like, wow. And yeah, in the plane when we landed, you really felt that I'm home,
Yeah.
and like this is something that you have to feel, especially after 20 plus years. Like,
Yes.
it's like,
Yeah.
Delvaux, Kitambo, Binza, nothing changed. It's just more chaos.
More chaos. Yeah.
but
And I
nothing
see it
changed.
went through your vlog.
Yeah, you see.